I got it. Yes, indeed. What you are looking at here is the Super Mario 64 question mark block Lego set from Nintendo. I got this as a gift a little while ago, and now I'm finally getting around to making a video on it. If you haven't seen my last video, I did a video on the Lego NES. I highly recommend you check that one out as well after this one. Link will be in the card, description, all the places. But anyway, here we are. I'm going to start off with the unboxing, and we're going to have the whole building progression thing as well as we go along. But like I said, for now, let's just take a look at what we're working with on the inside. So I'm going to start by opening up the top here. Oh, we got some tape. So you always got your scissors handy on you in case they pull out some tape on you. Because let me tell you, it's not fun trying to rip up open that tape with just your fingers. I know, because I've tried. Alright, so let's take a look at... Oh, I think that might not be the best idea. Alright, so we've got just a ton of bags in here. So I'll just start dumping things out on the table, I think, just so we can kind of get an idea. Alright, I'm seeing bag 13 as of now, so we're working with quite a bit of bags here. I mean, it's almost as many pieces as the Lego NES, so that kind of makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these fall out the way I'm sloppily just placing them on. Alright, looks like we got a bunch of base pieces here. Ah, here we are. The instructions. It's vertical though. I'm not a big fan of that, but this might actually be kind of nice for space saving. I don't know, I'm just so used to the horizontal layout of Lego books. But, alright, that's cool. I'll put it up on the side for now, so I don't mix them up with the pieces. Man, we got a ton of bags here. Jeez. I'm trying to make sure that none of them fall. Whoops. Little guy in the bottom there. Alright. This is all the bags minus one that fell on the floor. Hold on, let me get that for you real quick. There we go. Boy, oh boy. This is nowhere near as big as the NES set, but this is going to be quite a treat to build, I can already tell. So I think I'm actually going to go into the other room here and get everything laid out, and I'll probably tell you guys my plan on what I'm thinking, how I'm going to tackle this from there. So see you in the other room. Okay, so this is all the bags laid out and everything. So what I'm thinking now is I'm probably just gonna do little check-in video clips after each bag to kind of see how things are progressing. As you see, some bags have little bags with them with tinier pieces. But yeah, I think that's how this video is going to be laid out. So yeah, why don't we go get building? If you're new to Lego, here's a pro tip, and even if you're not, this is just something to keep in mind. Before I start each bag, I always organize the parts in different ways. Like right now, I'm just using kitchen bowls, smaller ones for smaller pieces or smaller amounts of pieces, and bigger ones for larger amounts of pieces and just larger pieces as a whole. Now, I organize them in two different ways, by color and by size. So like here we have all the black pieces, here we have all the yellow and red pieces, here we have all the gray pieces. Here we have all the white and beige pieces, and here we have this one's just miscellaneous. I just did this for like, oh, these are all the small pieces. Now there are some different ones in here, like we have some black pieces in here, we have some yellow pieces in here, we have like a red or two, I think, in there as well. But yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. I highly recommend you organize it in, I mean, any method will work really, as long as you have a system that you know will work for you and, you know, can keep everything all nice and organized, then you're good to go. All right, now let's start getting to building. All right, guys, so we are done with bag 1 here. As you can see, it looks like really the only mechanism things we're working with right now, this might be used for kind of pushing some of the levels up and out of the box when we kind of get there. But for now, we're just kind of working more on the outer case. So yeah, nothing too interesting going on right now, but again, this is just bag 1. Now we're on to bag 2. Just flip the page here. Also, here we have some spare pieces. I'm gonna get a little bowl to just keep all these, because most of the time it's just the tiny little pieces that they give you spares of because they're the easiest to lose. That's just another little organization tip there. But anyway, again, we'll get started on bag 2 next. All right, so bag 2 is done. Here we kind of got the front plate mechanism going. The wheels are not actually attached to anything yet. They're just kind of on there, on the green parts, but you know. This is what bag 2 was all about, just getting this whole front plate done. But now we're on to bag 3. All right, so we are now done with bag 3 here. The biggest thing I think is that we actually got the door to stay up now, the front door, using those 2 rubber bands right here, attaching to the wheels and the little pegs. The door can open, kind of stay propped, although this happens, it doesn't have a ton of range. Here, let me zoom out actually a little bit. It doesn't have a ton of range here, but you know, it is what it is. I'm sure it'll be more, I'm sure it'll be easier to understand why it's like this when we actually get further into it. Something to keep in mind though, is that these rubber bands, yeah, let me try getting that to focus a little better. These rubber bands here were kind of a pain to put on. You just kind of had to, I'll be honest, you kind of had to fight a little bit, but overall it wasn't too bad. Just a little finagling here and there. But everything's all assembled now. Bag 3 also kind of worked more on the trim. We got some more trim up here. We got a taller back portion as well right here. Again, more trim. And overall, things are getting nice and developed. So now we are moving on to bag 4. Bag 4 is now complete, and this is pretty much all it was just this back panel here. It doesn't move or anything, and it's not complete yet. I have a feeling a level is probably going to go here, so that's probably why it's not done yet. But anyway, this is pretty much all bag 4 was. Now on to bag 5. Okay, so this is a gear mechanism going on for the block so far. I'm not sure if it's going to be hidden or not later on. Later on in bag 5. So I just wanted to show you guys this in action now. It's just a bunch of gears spinning around. But yeah, there that is. It's part of the movement mechanism. So there's that. All right, continuing on with bag 5. All right, guys, we are done with bag 5. This is the other side of the question block that I just finished. As you can see, the opening right here for the other side that was already done. But I was right. I'm not going to be able to show you guys that gear assembly for opening the bottom of this up. So I'm glad I got a video of that first. But speaking of which, yeah, this side moves. So you pull this out and look at that. Bowser's in there. He's part of bag 5 as well. This is the big bad Bowser. These are his arms, and this is his shell. That's all one assembly. And then there's his head, and his face. Face. But still. This is Bowser, and there's the shell. But yeah, that's bag 5. Oh, push that down. And you got this turntable. You can kind of see the gear assembly. I'm not exactly sure what this turntable is meant to do yet, but I'm sure we'll find out sometime soon. All right, that's it for bag 5, and now on to bag 6. All right, so bag 6 is now done. It was just making Lethal Lava Land. For this one, as you see, we have the big bully, we have the eye, we have the 8-coin puzzle with 15 pieces. Although it looks like it. Oh no, it does have 15 pieces. Yeah, it's 15. And there's the 1-star space. You got that little island there too, which is kind of surprising, and you've got the gates defending the log area. So it's pretty accurate overall. Here's a spinning platform where the volcano should go. And yeah, that's Lethal Lava Land for the question mark block. Putting it together was not part of bag 6 yet, but it'll be together within the next bag, so it looks like that's what bag 7's about. Speaking of bag 7, let's get started on bag 7. Okay guys, here's the end of bag 8. This one is just kind of working on getting the whole mechanism for the Peach's Castle portion set up, as well as just the Peach's Castle itself. Like, here's it in the closed position, just using some levers, we got it opened up. There's Lethal Lava Land down there, which we just saw in the previous bag. And then here, we're just starting out with Peach's Castle. Like right now we've got the road, like where Mario comes out of the pipe when he first gets out of the game. There's Lekatu there as well. Unfortunately, you can't do a Lekatu skip, because he's already here. But, you know, that's Lekatu. There's a shell, a head, camera. This is actually pretty clever, I'm not gonna lie. And of course they had to use the clear stick to make him float. Just got some trees, and then the moat surrounding the castle. The castle looks like we're going to be doing that next. So let's start with bag 8. All right, guys, bag 8 is now done. As you see, Peach's Castle is officially built. We have Mario now as well. We have Peach. We have Yoshi back here. And we've also got some updates to Lethal Lava Land as well, just real quick. We now have the volcano, so you can have that rotating. And I don't think I mentioned this last time, but the log is here as well now. We have the moving log. So that's all set to go. And I think I'm gonna end up trying to make Luigi here as well, because I think I have the pieces for it here, but we'll see. Anyway, that's bag 8. Oh, before I go real quick, these rubber bands here, they're keeping this thing up. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Stays up by itself now, so there's got to be something that kind of keeps it down while it's in the closed position, but I don't know. We'll find out about that later on. But anyway, on to bag 9. I almost forgot to mention that the rubber bands come in a box that looks like this. Alright guys, so bag 9 is done here. This is all it was. It looks like we're just making the ground for the bob-omb battlefield portion, which will be further developed on in bag 10. So let's get started with that. Alright guys, so bag 10 is done here. What's it called? We were just kind of working on getting bob-omb battlefield all finished up. So we have the 2 stumps here, we have the cannons. Here, let me kind of move. I can probably just switch that around. But yeah, we have the 2 cannons. There's the bridge when you go up. We got the chain chomp as well. The floating island. We got some coins, it looks like. And of course, the biggest and boldest part of them all, the mountain surrounding. Oh yeah, and King Bob-omb's there as well. But anyway, that's bag 10. We got that also attached to the castle mechanism. So it opens and closes now, along with this. And yeah, so now let's move on to bag 11. Also, here's just a little bit of bonus content for you here. I tried to make a Luigi as well. I got Mario and Luigi, although I don't have the proper hat piece. Unfortunately, I didn't have any spares of those. I did find one of these, so you know, it was close enough. You know, I might even just replace it with this. if I'm being honest. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we kind of made Luigi here as well. Alright guys, so bag 11 is done. This is just the base for a cool mountain. But yeah, after that, looks like we're gonna actually get it more developed and actually attach it. So on to bag 12. Alright guys, check this out. We pull this, just lift this, give it a little turn, boom, 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 done. So this is the end of bag 12 here. We got all 3 of the levels locked into the cube now. We got Cool Mountain all the way done. You see we have the big penguin, we got the big mountain with the slide, got the little penguin on top, the chimney, you got the snowman's big head star right there. And then of course you can't forget the little snowmen that hop around here and the bridge that takes you up and down. And that's Cool Mountain. Let's see, look, kind of looks like we have wall kicks will work down there too. Kinda not really, but that would be where it is. But yeah, that's the end. This is where we are right now. So all we gotta do next, let's turn the pages here. We're just finishing off the details on either side over here and over here. So let's get started with bag 13. Well guys, the question mark block is 100% done, down to the very last detail. Let's get this out here. There we go. See, we got Bowser up here. This thing will stay up. And we got the little area where he can spin around, get thrown into the bombs from there, just like in the real game. And then, of course, you got beloved classics such as Peach's Castle, Bob-omb Battlefield, Lethal Lava Land, which is kind of hiding in here. Let me see if maybe I can tilt it a little bit to show you. Trying not to damage anything while doing this, because it's very delicate. Hopefully you can see that nice and well. Although, of course, I do have other close-ups. But then last but not least, Cool Mountain as well. This set was honestly a ton of fun to build and just so unique. Like, you don't see stuff like this. Honestly, I can't think of ever in LEGO. You know, you've got the bigger sets of different things from shows and games, but those are mostly, like I said, the larger scale items or like the big vehicles or something like that. But no, this is 3 levels from a 3D Mario game in an official LEGO set, and of course wrapped around with this beautifully decorated all around question mark block figure. Now they do catch a ton of detail in all these levels. Like you have the cannons in Bob-omb Battlefield, you have the floating island, you have the chain chomp, you have King Bob-omb up here, you just have some random coins, the logs. You get details in Cool Mountains such as the penguins over here, baby penguin, mama penguin. You've got the chimney up top too, where you go down the slide. Over here, you get a little section of wall kicks will work, even though you can't really use it. You can still imagine that you're doing the star while jumping across the unique slants and everything that are on here. You have the slide, you have the snowman's head, at least that's what I think that's supposed to be right here. You have the snowman's body down here. You have the snowman on the bridge that hop around. You have the lifter. You know, there's a lot of detail here, which is much appreciated, honestly. Very cool. And then, of course, for Lethal Lava Land, you have details like the 15 coin or 15 piece 8 coin puzzle. You have the rolling log. You have the volcano that actually spins. You have the big bully back there, and you even have a star all the way back here as well. So, you know, they really captured a lot in this set, and really, I couldn't have asked for this to be better. You know, considering what it is, just mini replicas of the different levels, this is pretty darn cool. And I mean, just look at the little adorable Mario here. Look at that. Hopefully that's in good frame for you guys. So, there's that, and I've also been showing here my homemade Luigi. He's not actually part of the set. This is what it looks like without him, but I got the spare pieces, so I added him in to add a little more originality, you know? Well, anyway, guys, thank you very... Wait, what? Who could that be at this time? Guess it was nobody. Wait. What's this? Let's see here. Dear fans of games, this just isn't right. Yellow question mark blocks don't belong in Super Mario 64. I can't believe they would make a Lego set about it and have the entire outside look be of a giant question mark block. It must have been another marketing scheme, trying to get some nostalgia buys. I won't stand for this. I say we start a petition to change the question mark block to a metal cap box. Do me a favor, sign the words metal cap on the bottom of this note next to my name, or comment the words metal cap at the bottom of this video. I greatly appreciate it. I hope this letter finds you well, and say hi to Me 2 and Me 3 for me. Signed, Super Mario 64 cartridge. Well, if a video game is writing you a letter, then you know it must be important. Especially if it's a video game as legendary and as game-changing as Super Mario 64. Well guys, why don't we all do the Super Mario 64 cartridge a favor, and comment the words metal cap down below, and who knows, maybe the Lego people who made this will change it to a metal cap box. I don't know. Or maybe this is just the cartridge being a little jealous that it's not fully replicated. But you know what? Regardless of what the Mario 64 cartridge thinks, this is still an incredibly cool set. Like I said, it was a ton of fun to build. I highly recommend you get it if you're into nostalgia, Mario, and Super Mario 64. It's just such a neat little thing to add to your game room or to your collection of Mario memorabilia. But anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. Comment metal cap down below if you think this should be a metal cap box instead of a question mark block. And I'll see you all in the next video. That was a little too violent. This has been another marketing scheme, trying to get some nostalgia. Maybe do that. Another bonus for you guys. Check out what Lego Mario does with this thing. It works for Luigi too. Nice little feature they added there, I'll give them that.